The mind is like an iceberg. It floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. Most people do not really want freedom, because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways. We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we are in love. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength. A woman should soften, but not weaken a man. Immorality, no less than morality, has at all times found support in religion. Religious doctrines are all illusions. They do not admit of proof, and no one can be compelled to consider them as true or to believe in them. No, our science is no illusion. But an illusion would be to suppose that what science cannot give us, we can get elsewhere. The virtuous man contents himself with dreaming that which the wicked man does in actual life. The behavior of a human being in sexual matters is often a prototype for the whole of his other modes of reaction in life. The great question that has never been answered, and which I have not yet been able to answer, despite my 30 years of research into the feminine soul, is, what does a woman want? The intention that man should be happy is not in the plan of creation. Experience teaches us that the world is not a nursery. Words have a magical power. They can bring either the greatest happiness or deepest despair. Beauty has no obvious use, nor is there any clear cultural necessity for it. Yet civilization could not do without it. My love is something valuable to me, which I ought not to throw away without reflection. Men are more moral than they think, and far more immoral than they can imagine. Love and work are the cornerstones of our humanness. The interpretation of dreams is the royal road to a knowledge of the unconscious activities of the mind. The ego is not master in its own house. A man should not strive to eliminate his complexes, but to get into accord with them. They are legitimately what directs his conduct in the world. Men are strong so long as they represent a strong idea. They become powerless when they oppose it. The scope of one's personality is defined by the magnitude of that problem, which is capable of driving a person out of his wits. Before you diagnose yourself with depression or low self-esteem, make sure that you're not surrounded by fools. In the small matters, trust the mind. In the large ones, the heart. Friendship is an art of keeping distance, while love is an art of intimacy. The doctor should be opaque to his patients, and like a mirror, should show them nothing but what is shown to him. The voice of the intellect is a soft one, but it does not rest until it has gained a hearing. The first human who hurled an insult instead of a stone was the founder of civilization. Flowers are restful to look at. They have neither emotions nor conflicts. The dream is the liberation of the spirit from the pressure of external nature, a detachment of the soul from the fetters of matter. The more perfect a person is on the outside, the more demons they have on the inside. When inspiration does not come to me, I go halfway to meet it. We choose not each other, we meet only those who already exists in our subconscious. History is just new people making old mistakes. Everyone owes nature a death. Dreams are often most profound when they seem the most crazy. The first indication of stupidity is a complete lack of shame. Whoever loves becomes humble. Those who love have, so to speak, pawned a part of their narcissism. We can never give up. We only exchange one thing for another.